So we start session 4 of op-amp with negative feedbacks. So it is a continuation of the previous session. So here we are going to derive what is the output resistance with the feedback. So again, the reference circuit you can see here, it's a inverting amplifier with feedback where RF is the feedback resistance. Now in the circuit diagram, you can see the op-amp equivalent circuit where Ri represents the input resistance, Ri is the input resistance, and A into VID. A into VID is the source, R0 is the output resistance. So therefore now we have to find in presence of feedback, okay, what is the total output resistance and its expression. Now a method we have already adopted in non-inverting case, where to measure the output resistance we set V in as 0 and then we connect a test voltage or external voltage V0 and then find the ROF. Okay. So here also the same procedure is followed, that is to find ROF we have to reduce the source V in to 0 and then apply external voltage V0 and then find what is I0. Okay. So therefore let us define the ROF, that is output resistance with the feedback, as V0 by I0. V0 by I0, call it as equation 1. So here you can see that V in is reduced to 0 and then we have the V0 connected at the output. Okay. And ROF is defined as V0 by I0. So therefore here as IA is almost equal to I0 only, by applying KVL to the output loop. Okay, so by applying KVL to the output loop, we can write that V0 minus R0 into I0 minus A into VID is equal to 0, and from this we will take out only the I0 term, and this is equal to V0 minus A into VID by R0. This is equation 2. Okay, because we have defined that ROF is nothing but V0 by I0. So therefore first we will derive what is this output current I0 and then we will substitute that in equation 1. So here we know that the VID, okay, so where it appears VID is between V1 and V2, it is equal to V1 minus V2. It is equal to V1 minus V2. But in this case V1 is equal to 0. So therefore 0 minus V2, this is nothing but minus V2. But V2 is nothing but the feedback voltage VF only. Okay. But again feedback voltage VF. Okay. So minus VF, okay, is equal to minus RF divided by R1 plus RF into V0. Okay, so this is equal to minus B into V0, where B is nothing but RF by R1 plus RF. Okay, so therefore in place of feedback voltage VF we can substitute B into V0. So now we will go back to that I0 equation. So in the I0 equation we will substitute what is this VID. Okay, so therefore VID is nothing but minus VF, which is nothing but minus B into V0. Therefore the output current I0 will be equal to V0. What we have? V0 minus A into VID, where A is nothing but the open loop gain of the amplifier. So minus B into V0 divided by R0. So I0 is equal to V0 plus AB V0 by R0. Okay. Now this is what is the expression for I0. Now this I0 we will substitute in the ROF. Therefore final output resistance ROF will be equal to V0 divided by, okay. Now here in this equation you can take this V0 as a common factor, and further you can write it as V0 into 1 plus AB by R0. Okay, so this we are going to substitute in this V0 into 1 plus AB by R naught. So this is equal to, so the V naught in numerator denominator gets cancels, R naught divided by 1 plus AB. Okay, so in presence of feedback, the output resistance will be reduced by a factor 1 plus AB. Okay, so this is what is the expression for ROF, okay, in case of inverting amplifier with feedback. So how to establish this relation? So we have to consider first that V in is set equal to 0 and we are connecting an external voltage V naught at the output, and then we are writing the KVL in the output loop, and in that KVL we can get what is the expression for I naught, and we can write equivalent expressions for this VID, and by substituting that in equation 1, so we find that ROF is equal to R naught by 1 plus AB. So output resistance in case of feedback will be reduced by a factor 1 plus AB here. Okay. So let us take the next important parameter, that is bandwidth in presence of feedback. Okay. Now we know that the gain bandwidth product of a single break frequency operational amplifier is constant. Even with respect to non-inverting configuration also we have discussed this. And also this gain of the operational amplifier, okay, so with the feedback is less than the gain without feedback. This is known because AF is equal to A divided by 1 plus AB. Okay. So therefore here obviously whatever the feedback that is the amplifier bandwidth in presence of feedback, which is represented as FF. Okay, so this must be larger than the bandwidth which is obtained without the feedback. That is, FF, bandwidth in presence of feedback, is equal to F naught times of 1 plus AB, because ultimately gain and bandwidth, the product remains constant. Okay, so where F naught in this equation is nothing but the break frequency of the operational amplifier, and 1 plus AB is we know it is because of the feedback. Okay. But this F naught it is defined as the ratio of unity gain bandwidth divided by open loop voltage gain, or F naught is equal to unity gain bandwidth UGB divided by A. Okay, so therefore now it is possible to write this FF is equal to UGB by A into 1 plus AB, that is in presence of feedback. Okay, so also alternatively FF is written as UGB into K by AF. Okay. So what is this K term that is appearing in this equation? Okay. In case of inverting amplifier, we know that the AF is given by what is the expression minus RF by R1. But before this, that is before writing this exact expression, we initially have AF as A into RF divided by R1 plus RF plus A into R1. Now in this equation only we have considered that this A into R1 term is very much greater than R1 plus RF. So with that consideration, okay, so we are getting the reduced equation as AF equal to minus RF by R1. Now let us consider that AF is given by ARF by R1 plus RF plus AR1. Now in this expression, let us consider that numerator and denominator is divided by R1 plus RF. That is, AF is equal to minus A into RF. It is divided by R1 plus RF term. Similarly, in the denominator also, it is divided by R1 plus RF, R1 plus RF term. Okay. So here we can see that the gain A is multiplied by the ratio RF divided by R1 plus RF. Okay, and this constant is taken as a K. Similarly, in the denominator, whatever R1 divided by R1 plus RF is there, so this is obviously this part. Okay, so this ratio is nothing but B, it is B. Okay, so therefore now we can write that this AF is simply equal to minus AK by 1 plus AB, where K is nothing but RF divided by R1 plus RF. RF divided by R1 plus RF. Okay, so here we see that AF is nothing but K times of A divided by 1 plus AB, and K is known as voltage attenuation factor, where K is known as voltage attenuation factor. Why attenuation? Because K is nothing but ratio of RF divided by R1 plus RF. So obviously K will be less than 1. Okay, so therefore if we write the loop diagram in case of this inverting amplifier, the output is not only inverted, but at the same time we have a block K, voltage attenuation is there, and then we have the remaining amplification blocks with feedback. Okay, so this is actually the VID. So this is VID. Okay, so in addition to phase inversion, the closed loop gain AF in case of inverting amplifier is K times, it is K times the closed loop gain of the non-inverting amplifier, where K is less than 1. Okay, so now using this, that is AF is equal to K times this A divided by 1 plus AB. Okay, it is written that the FF, that is bandwidth in presence of feedback, is equal to what? UGB, unity gain bandwidth, multiplied by K divided by AF, where K is equal to RF by R1 plus RF, and AF is nothing but A into K divided by 1 plus AB. Okay, so therefore we can make use of the two equations in order to find the closed loop bandwidth of the inverting amplifier. So that is, there are two equations available. To find closed loop bandwidth. Okay, so of inverting amplifier. So that is, we can make use of our first equation. What is the first equation? That is FF equal to F naught into 1 plus AB. Okay, if F naught is known. Okay, so what are the two equations? Here we can make use of this FF is equal to F naught into 1 plus AB equation if F naught is given, that is break frequency is given. Or we can also make use of the second equation. Okay, what is that? Equation 2, that is FF is equal to UGB, unity gain bandwidth, multiplied by K into AF. Okay, if UGB is known, or if UGB is given. Okay, now if the closed loop gain, that is AF value, is equal to 1, if AF is equal to 1, then we have FF is nothing but equal to UGB, where in case of non-inverting amplifier, but in case of inverting amplifier, this will be equal to UGB divided by 2 for inverting amplifier, since R1 is equal to RF, because in the equation what we have here, K is equal to RF divided by R1 plus RF. Okay, if R1 is equal to RF, FF will simply reduce to UGB by 2. Okay, so therefore these are the two expressions which can be used to determine the bandwidth in presence of the feedback. So in this session we have discussed how to determine the output resistance in case of inverting configuration. So output resistance ROF equal to R0 by 1 plus AB. This is one expression, and similarly we have derived two equations in order to determine the bandwidth in presence of feedback. Okay. Therefore the summary is ROF will be equal to R0 divided by 1 plus AB, and bandwidth FF will be equal to F0 into 1 plus AB, or this is equal to UGB multiplied by K divided by closed loop gain AF of the inverting amplifier. Also in case of this inverting amplifier, we have derived the input resistance also. So the input resistance in presence of feedback RIF will be simply equal to R1. Okay, and the other parameter what we discussed with respect to inverting amplifier is the AF, that is closed loop gain, will be equal to minus RF divided by R1. Okay. So these are the important relations with respect to inverting amplifier with feedback, which is in voltage shunt feedback configuration. Okay. Thank you.